Don't want to move your car for one day. Lose your convenient parking spot for a year. This happened on last 26 January, and today the malicious compliance was done not by me but the committee of the society where I live. This drama conveniently happened in front of my window. In my city, the residential complexes are managed by housing societies much like the HOA system in the USA, just not as horrible. Each society has their own committee to manage day-to-day affairs. Also, as my society has much more parking spaces than it has cars, it has no designated parking spots allotted to the residents. Anyone can park their vehicle wherever they want, but it must be a marked parking spot. People mostly park their cars in the same parking spot just because of convenience and habit. Everyone mostly respects each other's spot, and I have never seen any confrontations happening because of the parking. So, those of you who don't know, 26 January is the Republic Day of India, and all over the country the day is celebrated by flag hoisting ceremony in the morning. The flagpole of our society where the flag hoisting ceremony will be held is just in front of main gate of society. There are 2 parking spaces just under the flagpole. All other parkings are further away from main gate, and you have to walk some distance to reach there from the main gate. The thing to note is that these 2 parkings are very convenient for all the flats which are facing this flagpole. However, out of respect, people have left one of the parking for one elderly person whose flat faces the flagpole, and the other spot is taken up by an annoying kind of person who never moves his car from this place, else someone will steal his spot. If this person wants to get into his car, he just has to walk a dozen feet from his front door. On the evening of 25 January, committee members asked this person to move his car for a day so that the decorations and other arrangements for the next day's flag hoisting can be made. Someone had already moved the car of the elderly person. However, the annoying guy was too frustrated about moving the car and first argued a lot with committee people, saying that there is no such rule in society rule book that someone has to move their car for any kind of festivities, and if you want to move his car you have to write a rule in the rule book. After a lot of arguments and interference of other people, he finally moved his car. The decorations were done in the night, and next day a small but beautiful ceremony was held. And in the evening of 26th, everyone in the society received a message that there was an emergency meeting of the committee. The rule book has been amended, and it has been decided that those 2 parking spots have to be converted into one, and anyone who wants to park in that one spot has to take prior permission from the society committee. As expected, only 2 people applied for that parking spot, the elderly person and the annoying guy. And today the committee unanimously decided that the elderly person is in much more need of that convenient parking spot because of his age, and that spot has been allotted to him for 1 year. Now the annoying guy has to park his car far from his front door for at least 1 year. Pretty sure that he is not going to get the spot next year too. He is not going to like this more in the coming rainy season. As we live in Mumbai, which is notorious for its horrible monsoon rains each year. All this just because he didn't want to move his car for 1 day. Reminds me a story that happened here in Brazil, where people were building a sidewalk and asked some guy to remove his car. He denied and went to work, only to find his car concreted to the floor up until the middle of its wheels. Edit. Found the article, in Portuguese, with a photo. I love a good karma slap 8. Perfect. Be a jerk for a day, now walk further for a few years. It's called retaliation on the part of the committee. No other way to justify the action or the decision. Had it been anyone else, would they have done it? And this is just as petty an action as any HOA in the US, so housing dictators are the same the world over. This drama conveniently happened in front of my window. Best part. An apartment complex in Mumbai with surplus parking spaces. How did this happen? Nice MC. 26 January is also Australia Day. Is the 26th of January your "we got Independence Day" away from the Brits' Day? A society in Mumbai where you have excessive parking space. Am I dreaming? Why does Indian co-op society has to have one idiot family, who are totally non-cooperative? More community societies, less HOA. I think this guy realized that a world never revolved around him, but he must revolve with world. Great thumbs up OK sign. I've been in 2 HOAs in the US. Neither is horrible. Both are great, actually. There is no rule, you can't make me. New rule, we can now. Pleading face. Haha, this is beautiful. Bravo. Karma works in all languages, all countries. It's India. He'll probably stab that old man to death just to get that spot back. Just an FYI, HOAs are generally not that bad. Occasionally there are one that are power hungry or incompetent, but generally not the case. Update if he tried to and they did something about it. Thank you for sharing this. What's the point of even having a car if you're just gonna keep it parked so no one takes your spot? Feel sorry for the parking next to his original one. Gonna be some squabbles coming up now. There is not a rule. We must write a rule. Rule written by the evening. Lots of signing. Everyone must obey the rule. At no point did you need to mention India. It was very obvious what country this was in. See, normally committees like HOAS cracking down and making hard, sweeping rules is problematic, but when you know and care about the community and the people, things can work out beautifully. Case in point. Every time you see him walking back on the long trip from, to his car, tell him, should have moved your car every time. Congratulations, annoying parking guy. You done went and played yourself. I'm bitchin' in the rain, just bitchin' in the rain, what a hideous feeling, I'm all wet again. Nice. Got to love it when people get bit by their own mouths. Never dare the people who can actually change the rules to change them. That's asking for a loss. Life pro tip. Go along to get along. This story is the perfect example of why. Who wants to bet that when elderly resident no longer needs the spot, it'll be taken away completely? Annoying guy had the balls to apply for the spot after that when the rule was amended because of him. What did he think? They all suffer from memory loss or something. Congratulations, you played yourself. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, am I right? If the rest of the parking are still FFA, he will just park at the next nearest spot. I rarely get the chance to use this Shakespeare-coined expression, but today is my lucky day. Hoist with his own petard. Do you have handicapped, disabled parking? If so, the elderly gentleman should apply and Yal should petition for that spot to become a handicapped, disabled spot for him. Fuck ever living in a flat or HSA. Ha ha, paybacks are hell. As someone that walks 10 minutes home from where their car gets parked at night, I'd have shut up and moved. I'm glad the elderly person kept the space, too. More like petty revenge than MC. But he can probably use the exercise. IDK, sounds like regular Hoa stuff to me. I thought Indians knew all about karma. Clearly this guy forgot and needed reminding. Priceless. That poor fellow. My heart is breaking. It's because of people like that we have so many rules in life. What's stopping the annoying guy from just taking any open spot that is convenient for him? The spots are not assigned. Someone can fight him over it, or vandalize his car, but that's a lot of effort for an unassigned parking spot. This is punching down. Malicious compliance is the weak tweaking those in power by using the words of those in power. Here, a committee arbitrarily changed a rule that deprived someone, maybe an annoying someone, from something that person was already enjoying. This is not an example of malicious compliance, but of those in power bullying someone who annoyed them. Did you dox yourself with this post? Ought to be more careful about your info, dog.